Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today, all you'll need is a mat and some water for hydration. We're going to do a body weight class for posture, strength, and alignment with lots of flexibility work. Let's get warmed up. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. Have some space around you. Soften your knees and roll your shoulders up, down, and back. Let's do that again, lifting your chest. Inhale, exhale, and roll your shoulders back. 2 more times. Take a big deep breath in, reach up. Pull your right elbow down. Both hands up and lower your arms down. Inhale, bend your knees. Left elbow pulls down and back. Both hands up. Roll your shoulders back. Pull forward and pull back, opening the chest. Let's get the muscles in your upper back warm. Now pull back right then left. Swivel your foot, rotate the hip. Good, both arms forward back. Pull back, open your chest. Right then left. Keep your chest proud, one hand stays forward, bend the elbow as you pull back. Reach across side to side, reach. Keep your abdominals tight, thumb points straight up, swivel your foot and rotate the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1, reach up. 4, 3, 2, and across. 4, 3, 2, good. Let's do that again, up and across. Now reach for your knees, shift side to side. Toes are pointing straight ahead. Hinge at the hips, sitting back, and get a little deeper as you feel the hips loosening up. Hold to the right, sit back. Now lift up and rotate round and press your back heel to the floor. Your left foot should be parallel as you stretch the lower leg. Now lift up, bend down, scoop your tailbone under, reach your hands forward, roll your shoulders back. Now pull open and reach forward. Same side, do it again. Pull open and reach forward. 2 more times. Bend a little deeper, feeling some warmth in your legs. Pull back, open. Now press the heel and roll the foot down and back as you reach the arms forward and back. 4, chest high. Reach across side to side, reach. Swivel, foot, rotate the hips. Now reach up. Reach across. Reach up again. And across. 1 more set, reach up. And across. 4, 3, 2, reach down for your knees, sit back, shift side to side. Now, all 10 toes face forward, go a little deeper. 8, 7, bend one knee, keep the other leg straight. Hold it to the left, sit back. Now rotate round and press your back heel to the floor. Keep all 10 toes facing forward, especially that back foot. Keep it parallel. Now lift the heel, bend down, and reach your hands forward. Roll your shoulders down your back. Now pull back and reach forward. Go a little deeper in the bend. Pull back, feel that stretch in the front of your right hip. Good, now roll through the foot, press. Reaching forward and back with your hands. Press the heel to the floor. Reach across side to side. Reach. Swivel your feet. Keep your chest nice and proud. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your shoulders back. We're going to do each move for about 50 seconds. We'll have 10 seconds reset. You're going to do 4 moves and then we'll do a stretch sequence. I'm going to start my timer so that we get even reps on right and left. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders with your toes slightly turned out. Lengthen out through the top of your head and tighten your abdominals. Wrap them around the midsection like a corset. Toes are slightly turned out at 10 and 2. Squat down and come up. Now we have a way of making this a little bit more challenging. We're going to be working on postural muscles, so it's important that we work the back muscles, the back of your body. Take your right hand up, and now the left. Sitting back, we're working slowly to build tension in the muscles. Sit back and reach right up. Your abdominals are tight. One hand rests on the thigh as you reach the other one as high as you can get it. You'll feel the muscles in your legs and the back of your body, your shoulders as well. In the core, let's do one more each side. Sit back, last one. Very good, roll your shoulders back. Just loosen it up side to side. Bring your feet about shoulder distance with your toes straight ahead. Reach your arms up in an I, and then a Y, a T, and a W. A little bit faster now. I, Y, T, W. Now the thumbs point back. Y, thumbs up, T, thumbs back, W. Good, now up, press. This is going to develop some strength and mobility in your upper back and chest. So important one for posture. Squeeze between the shoulder blades as you do it. One more round. Y, T, and W. And let's loosen that up. Roll your shoulders back. Just rotate side to side a little. Feet comfortably apart. Hold your hands together. Squat down, squat, and bring the hands across. Squat and go to the other side. Squat down and come up a little bit faster than you go down. Go down slow, like a slingshot. Pull the slingshot back and then fire it. Keep your abdominals nice and firm. So pull your navel inwards, like someone's taking a photo of you from the side. Everything tightens in the midsection. This one works the core and the legs. Slow and then fast. One more each side. Slow and fast. Slow and fast. Shake it out. Feet close together. Standing tall. Side lunge to the right. Side lunge. Step in, side lunge to the left. So an alternating side lunge. On a side lunge, only one leg bends. One leg stays straight, the other one bends. All 10 toes face forward. Now let's make the back work a little bit harder. Reach your hands up behind you. Good, you'll feel the muscles between your shoulder blades, in the shoulders. Pull the elbows back, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Sitting back, abs are tight. Good, move the hips back. Reach your hands up. One more each side. Good, roll your shoulders back. We've got 2 minutes stretching. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Roll your shoulders back, tighten the core. Take a big step back with your right leg. stepping onto the ball of the foot. Reach your hands up, straight up. Now you'll feel a stretch in the front of your right hip. A little bit like we did in the warm-up, but now we're going to add some balance to it. Lean across to the left, lift up, and roll through the foot. Press the heel to the floor. Step forward, other side. Big step back onto the ball of the foot. Reach your hands all the way up. Feel that opening in the front of the left hip. Lean across to the right. Lift up. Now roll through your foot. Press the heel down. One more. Step forward. So we're developing some mobility in the front of the hip and in the lower leg, the calf. Lean across to the left. There's a big balance challenge here. Feel that stretch in the front of the hip. Lift up, stretch back, and now roll through the foot. Pressing the heel to the floor. Step forward. Big step back. With your left leg onto the ball of your foot. Reach your hands up, stretch right up. Now lean across to your right. Feel that opening through the front of the left hip. Doesn't that feel great? Good, now lift up, roll through the foot, press the heel to the floor. Step forward, roll your shoulders back. Bring your hands forward, and like the warm-up, pull your elbows back, stretching the front of your chest, strengthening the muscles between your shoulder blades. Release it, roll your shoulders back. You have 30 seconds to grab some water before we move to our next sequence. We're going to work on the hamstrings, the back of the thigh, the glutes, and all of the core muscles, the back especially. Kickstand your left leg. So kickstand the left leg. Bring your hands across your chest, lift your chest, hinge at the hip, and lift up. So as you do this, it's like you're bowing. You've got 90% of your weight in your right leg. You're hinging at the hip. Dig your right heel into the floor to come up, and you'll feel that very much in your right hamstring. Push the heel into the floor. Come up tall, sitting back. Go as low as you can while keeping your spine perfectly long and straight. You're not rounding at the waistline, you're bending at the hip. Very important difference. Couple more. One more. Did you feel your hamstring? Isn't it great? Lace your fingers together, loop your thumbs, bring your hands up to your right shoulder, lift up and rotate, chop and up. Now we're going to move quite fast on this. It's very dynamic. It's going to work the muscles in the core, but it's also going to develop mobility in your left hip and your upper back. Two areas where it's really important to have good mobility. We're going to do each exercise again, but on the other side in just a moment, so don't worry, I haven't forgotten. We're just going to do this chop first. Swivel the foot, rotate the hip, abs are tight, bring it across. 3, 2, 1, done. Let's do the hinge on the other side. Stand on your left leg, kickstand the right foot. So you're on the ball of the right foot. You've got 90% of your weight on the left leg. Hands across the chest. Hinge and lift up. Sit the hips back. A little trick here that I like that challenges balance but focuses the exercise is to lift your toes up inside your shoe so that you feel the back of the leg really engaged, the hamstring. You'll also feel your glutes, your bottom muscles. Push the heel into the floor to come up. Keep the spine long. Bow, hinging at the hips rather than bending at the waistline. One more. Did you feel it? Such a great exercise. Lace your fingers, loop your thumbs, bring your hands up to your shoulder, chop. Now you're chopping across from your left shoulder down to your right hip. If you play any golf or any rotary sports, this is a great exercise, like tennis or pickleball. Rotate, bring the hands right up over the shoulder and down to the right hip. You're developing mobility in the front of the right hip and in your upper back. And that's the theme for this set, mobility in the hip and upper back. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders in a wide stance. Toes are turned out. We're going to work on hip mobility and upper back mobility and spinal mobility in the upper back. Squat down and press your knees back so you feel an opening through your groin. Drop your right shoulder down, look up over the left. Press your knee back, other side. Press the knee back. And again, press the knee back. Do it again. Knee presses back. Again. Doesn't that feel good? Really gently moving through the spine. Press the knee back. And press the knee back. One more each side. Press back and press back. Press the knees open. Squat down a little deeper and lift up. Bring your toes straight ahead. Reach your hands out to the side. Now lift up and over. Other side, up and over. Thumbs are up. Really starting to develop some mobility in your upper back. Feels a really nice stretch in the side of your body, especially right at the rib cage. Your knees are soft. Reach up and over. Good. Up and over. Roll your shoulders back. We are heading to the floor. So come down to your mat. Take your time getting down. You're going to lie on your back. We'll start off with a bridge, with a walk and a bridge. Feet hip distance apart, palms of your hands face up, roll your shoulders back. Now, flex the feet so that just the balls of the feet are your balls of your feet are lifted, heels are touching. Lift up, walk one foot off the floor, walk the other foot off the floor, lower the hips. Let's do that again. Lift the hips, walk. It's just a little baby walk. You're basically unweighting one foot while you keep your hips square and level. Now, it's not unusual to find this harder on one side than the other. Try and keep your hips square and level as you walk the feet. That's really important. Drive your hips as high as you can. Keep your ankles flexed. One more. Up, walk, walk, and down. Roll onto your side and drop your elbow straight underneath your shoulder. Side bridge. Bring your feet behind you so you've got an L. Tuck that elbow in close underneath you and lift the hips up. Here's a basic side bridge. Now it works all the muscles in the core as well as the muscles in the shoulder. You can stay here, or if you want to make it more challenging, stretch out the leg and stretch out the arm. You're going to hold this for another 30 seconds. Stay long through the body, reach out through your fingertips and press out through your heel. Keep your hips stacked and your shoulders stacked. Abs are tight. Breathe. Straight line from your fingertips to your heel. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now before we go to the other side, we're going to do a bird dog. Come into all fours, hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Tighten the core, take the opposite arm and leg and reach away and then put it down. Go to the other side. Reach and down. There's no movement in the torso. This exercise is great for balance and absolutely phenomenal for your posture. Stretch away, core strength. All the muscles in the abs and in the back are working. Thumb up, palm in as you reach the arm away from you. Last one. Let's go to the side bridge on the other side. Elbow directly underneath the shoulder, feet behind you, chest open. Lift the hips up. Now you can stay here. You can just hold this. It takes a lot of shoulder strength, or you can stretch the top leg out and stretch your top hand up and over, and here's your side bridge. Now this is a really challenging exercise. Feel free to come down and take a break at any time. Just do your best. We're going to be working on some mobility after this. You've got just, wow, how long? 15 seconds. 15 seconds. You can do it. Take a break if you need to. Keep going if you can. Stretch right out through your fingertips. Push out through the heel. 3, 2, 1, and come down. Mobility. And then we finish with a stretch. So lots of mobility work today. Walk towards the back end of your mat and walk your hands as far forward as you can get them. Press your chest down towards the floor. Keep your hips high. Let your head relax. So just let your head hang. Lift the hands in, walk the hands in. Tuck your tailbone under and release. Keep your head neutral. Tuck the tail and release. One more time. Tuck and release. Let's walk the hands back out into a puppy. This is called a puppy. It's like a baby downward facing dog, if you're familiar with yoga. Press your chest down and feel that opening through the front of your chest, high in the chest, and the shoulders as well. Press your chest towards the floor and back towards your knees as well. Walk the hands in. Cat stretch. Tuck the tail and release. Tuck the tail, release, and release. Lift up to half kneeling. Step one leg forward. Bring your hand down beside it. Tuck your toe under, stretch the leg back and sink down. Place the knee back on the floor. Come up. Let's do the other side. A little bit of balance here in the transition. Step one leg forward. Bring your hand out to the side of the foot. Tuck your toes under and sink down, stretching the front of your hip. It's a deep stretch for the front of the hip. Important mobility move. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. We're going to stretch now officially. Come onto your back. We work the hamstrings, so we're going to stretch the hamstrings. First of all, lower back stretch. Lie on your back, pull your knees, holding onto the hamstrings, pull your knees in towards your armpits, letting the knees open. Release your left leg, hold onto the right, flex the right foot, and press up and bend. Press, keep the foot flexed and bend. Press up, stretching the hamstring. This time stay up. Circle your ankle in one direction, circle in the other direction, stretch out the other leg. Deep stretch for the hamstring and front of the hip. Bend the knee and release. Take the other leg, pull in, flex the ankle, and stretch up and bend. Press the heel away and bend. 2 more times, press. This time stay up, press. Now circle your ankle, circle it the other way, really deliberate. Push up through the heel and straighten the other leg. Deep stretch for the hamstring and the front of the other hip. Bend and bring your hands out to the side in a T with the palms of your hands facing up. Feet and knees together. Slowly lower your legs away from you. Lowering them slowly and gently towards the floor. Lift up. Go to the other side. Slowly lower. Stack your feet, stack your knees, and lower them towards the floor. Deep spine stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches. It just feels so good on the back. And come up. Pull your knees into your chest. Put your feet on the floor, roll onto your side, and come up. Roll over onto your belly, onto your front. Now, have your knees, your legs basically straight. Tuck your tailbone under. So you feel a stretch in your abdominals rather than any compression in the back. Press your chest in between your arms and extend your spine. This is a great one for your posture. Breathe and brace. Pull your navel in and release. Come down and sit back into a child's pose. Bring your knees apart and feet close together, sitting back. Lower your chest towards the floor, and again stretch the shoulders. And come up. Bring one foot forward, lift up, tuck your toes under, and stand up. On your feet. Have your feet about shoulder distance and rotate side to side. Easy spinal rotation. One more each way. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, open through the front of your body and roll your shoulders back. Tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Press your left shoulder down. Other side. Press your right shoulder down. Lift up again. Last one each way. Stretching your neck. Other side. It's like your ear is listening to your shoulder. And lift up. Roll your shoulders back. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you had a great class. Can't wait to move with you again.